topic about Kalki, the concept of Ashwathama and the desire for immortality or prolonged or extended life. That is what the immortality is aimed at. Source of strength. Utility of money and the purpose of happiness. That is the range of topics that we spoke about. Why do we earn money? What is the purpose of earning money?
To live comfortably.
With this comfortable life, what do you get? Happiness. So happiness is the aim of most of our activities, right? For this happiness, we have to work a lot. We need to struggle a lot. You remember the days? You remember the hours that you have put up to get an admission, to pass an entrance test, to get the visa, and to get your first contract. It was not less stress. You have struggled a lot. After that, what happened? You married. And you have produced some children, beautiful children, obviously. But that beauty which you can actually not comprehend, the beauty of the children, their mischief and their attention deficit disorders and their tantrums, which are always poking. These are all some of the struggles. I have met many parents in this country. All of them speak about one difficulty of raising children. Some of them even exclaim, we don't know how our parents raised many of us. Even though we were playing some tricks, we were generally compliant. We did not have the courage or the custom to question something and go totally against the wishes of parents. Since the discussion started with the movie, let me take the analogy of the movies. Most of the movies, they project the children, both boys and girls, to be complaining against the discipline of the mother. If mother wakes up at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, they say, why are you waking me at midnight? That might be a way of poking fun, but what sort of message is being passed on, transmitted? Again, why are you sleeping till 12 o'clock? We say it's for happiness. So therefore, the common point in all these above mentioned topics is one, either for money or either for our entertainment or the struggles that we put up or the process of marriage, raising children. And after doing all these things, what are you getting? The children are going away. And again, you are left with the solitude. And you are alone. So the process is just like cyclical. You are getting the same effect. While trying to be happy, you realize that you are not happy at a particular point. There is a concept called aftertaste. Some things are very good at consumption level, but the aftertaste would not be to our liking, it would be to our chagrin. Then the question comes up, were you happy at any point of time? Were you happy at any point of time? if you list your most happy moments, happiest moment, 10 happiest moments, and compare with others, and rank your points of happiness, then we get this analysis. It's a sort of a business intelligence of our body, this business of our body and our life. This should give some certain inputs. Your points of happiness do not match his points of happiness, because the effort that you put up to achieve that happiness might be less or more than his efforts. If you are spending 100 rupees and getting 100 rupees worth of goods, you will not be very happy. If you are spending 90 rupees and getting 100 rupees of worth of goods, you will be happy. So that is the general trick for every salesman. He would increase the price and again decrease it. So we have the mirage of getting a discount. So the happiness quotient is different in all the above mentioned scenarios. And what is the highest possible point of human happiness? What could be your happiest moment? You just think of anything.
Spending good time with friends and family is the happiest you can get. You don't earn money. Your soul, if my soul is with my friends or with family or in something that I love.
Spending time with friends and family is this thing. Here there is a catch. Does that give you happiness all the time? Obviously not. If you keep chatting with your friends 365 days, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you will die of boredom, and for no reason you will quarrel with the same friend and same family members. So then that is not the actual definition of happiness. It's a momentary break of routine for you. As long as it is a pastime, it's good. If it is a full time, then you will get bored of that. So that is not happiness. So then we need to decide what is the happiness. And my question is very straight. What could be the highest point of happiness in life? If you keep on analyzing it, none of our
Being
above
myself. Being myself.
Yeah, but how do you define that?
Yeah.
Where is your self? Where is your mind? Bring it out.
No. Being myself means I don't want to worry about what happens, what are the consequences around that, or what are those. At that moment, I am living happy.
That means
Being myself.
you would be happy without the company of other entities. That is one logical conclusion. Because the association of other entities, whether it is your family, friends, or your gadgets, or your objects, whatever you are associated with, at some point of time they are giving some sort of trouble.
No, you want his phone. It's not that, no.
That's what I'm saying. See, we say they are bringing there are moments of happiness, but they are not permanent sources of happiness. So the only permanent source of happiness is being in solitude and being engaged with yourself. That could be the only answer for all my questions and all these points of reference. And what is the highest level of happiness a human can undergo in his entire lifespan?
Swamiji, but if you leave him alone in a room,
Jokes apart, just understand. We have our very limited thought process and we can't think beyond our daily life and our simple comprehension. But the highest level of human happiness is categorized in 2 lines in Taittiriya Upanishad. Upanishad helps us understand about ourselves, how we came to be, how we exist, how we live, and what happens after the expiry. These are the basic common understanding points. They are dealt with that. युवा स्यात् साधु युवा अध्यायकः आशिष्ठः दृढिष्ठः बलिष्ठः तस्येयं पृथिवी सर्वा vittasya purna syat sa eko marusha ananda. These are the 7 points, 7 adjectives which speak about the happiness. Maximum possible quotient of happiness for a human. Yuva syat, young, youthful exuberance. Sadhu yuva, a good-natured gentleman. Number 2. Adhyayakaha, one who is studious. Who can study? Study does not confine you to a college or university, but studying everything around you. That could be a source of experience because it's a ever learning experience which gives some sense of happiness. Ashishtaha, one who is spontaneous and very quick. Drudhishtaha, Drudhishtaha is one who is very firm in his decisions and his manner. And Barishtaha, one who is full of physical strength. If such person gets Iyam Prithivi Sarva Vittasya Purnasyat, if he gets a planet full of wealth, that is the maximum amount of happiness that could yield in this world. That is equal to Sa Eko Manusha Ananda. That is one count,
unit.
1 unit of Manusha Ananda.
Human happiness.
So beyond this, nothing more could be happening. Because I only explained the means to get the happiness. I am not talking about the ends of happiness. So these are the 7 indicators of your complete ultimate happiness. Then a comparative statement goes on. If it is 100 human happinesses is equal to 1, then it is Devagandharva, Pitrugandharva, Cherala Ajana Jana, Karma Devanam, Indra, Brahaspati, Prajapati, and finally Brahmananda is the last stage. And there is nothing more than that. What is that Brahmananda and why it is giving you why it is regarded as the highest? That is the question one need to ask. And what is Brahma? Okay, there are several explanations. And one first line is Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. One who knows Brahma would transform into Brahma. That is the statement which is actually tricky, but we'll come to that at a point. Sa eko brahmana anandaha shrotrigasya cha akama hatasya sagaschajam purushaya gascha sarvatya sa eka. Why is that regarded as the most supreme? Just for one reason. He is happy discussing a movie. He is happy being in solitude. He is happy doing some medical studies. She is happy taking care of the children. And you are happy about getting money. And someone is happy with some other sporting event. But at that point of time, he got happiness. There are other events which also make him happy. Is he happy only at that point of time of watching the movie? At that point of time, what happiness he got, he was deprived of the happiness of another event. Suppose when he was very hungry, when he gets sumptuous and very tasty food, that would also make him happy. But while watching the movie, he missed that happiness. And suppose he is caressing his children, he would get happiness. That's Sparsha Sukha. And he is deprived of that at that point of time. When he got an unannounced, unexpected bonus, that would also make him happy. But he missed all those things at one point of time. So that means he has missed one happiness and got another instance of happiness. So all the sources of happiness are not present at the same point of time. This is about one life. If I am taking the lives of 7 people all around, we are deprived of those moments of happiness in their lives because we are not them. Suppose if I am present in all these personalities, then I would get the happiness in all the persons at the same time. Right? So for being the most happy person and for being the most lovable person, so we need to be in all the persons at the same time. Just reverse the situation. If this person is unhappy for some reason and this person is happy for some other reason because he got some double duty or something, or he did not get the expected grade, and if one person didn't get the promotion, one person has lost his purse, so there was all senses of sorrow in all of them. If I being present in all of these persons, I would be doubly, I would be sorrowful. So this is the vice versa situation. Then the definition of happiness itself has to be defined. It has to be reformatted. So what is that reform of format? That is the fundamental question. First you define the sense of happiness. Then you would find the purpose for it. Then we will make the little amend. This happiness would be called as some eternal bliss. Eternal bliss. The permanent sense of comfort and happiness. We call it as bliss for just the transactional sake. So what should that be? It has to be existent, number one point. You can't think or discuss about something which is not existent in your life. So it should exist in your life first. You can't talk about a Martian object in your life or in your daily life, because if it is not existent and you can't experience it, there is no point in discussing about it. So it has to be existent in your life. Second thing, you should also know about it. Unless you know about it, you can't be happy. Suppose there is a will which bequeaths 2 million property to you, and that will is kept in some bank locker by some of your relatives, and you are never aware of it. Though you are passing by the same property every now and then, you don't know that it belongs to you. Once that is revealed that you are the owner of these things, then the sense of happiness that you, because every passing day you have been passing by the same property, but you never realize that you own that. Once you got that realization, then you have a different sense of ownership which brings you the happiness. Actually, the knowledge about being the owner of that property is giving you the happiness, not the ownership. Because what ownership would endure? You have to maintain the property, clean it, and keep it free from insects, encroachers, and tenants, etc. These are several ownership issues. You can't be oblivious to them. So the sense that you have the ownership, that thought itself is bringing you the happiness. So therefore, the first principle is the happiness or the ecstasy or the bliss that should be existent in you, and you should have the knowledge about it. That is what the happiness is. And if it is all pervading, if it is present in all the persons, then okay, that is the definition of eternal happiness, because it's present in everyone. What is eternity? Satyam. Satyam is regarded as Trikala Abadhyam, one which is present in the past, present and future tenses, that is called as Satyam. One which alters or getting changed, modified, that can't be considered as Satyam. The second one is Jnanam, the realization that you are the owner of such happiness. The third one is Anantam, never ending. So this is the definition of happiness. Therefore, it's good to have small goals in life. Without these small goals, we can't actually survive. But we should always realize that there is something beyond these small goals, for which we should at least think once in a lifetime. As I said, that has to be in solitude. That can't be a planned family or friends event or some outing or excursion or some tourism plan. It has to be planned in solitude at some point of time. But don't put it off to the end of your life while you are stable, able, capable, and when your intellect and your thinking capacity is good. Always think about that possibility at least to make a start with. So this is a topic I'm going to brush up on. This is the paradoxy of Vedanta in daily life. Swasti Pradapya.